In 1943, while the world praised Britain's resilience in World War II, a different kind of war was being waged, not with guns, but with silence. Not in Europe, but in Bengal, India. Over 3 million people died, not from enemy fire, but from hunger. And here's the real question. Was this a famine or a policy of extermination? Because there was no drought, no failed harvest. India had enough food, but the people weren't allowed to eat it. The man in charge? Winston Churchill, a global icon, a Nobel Prize winner, the face of British courage. But in India, many remember him not as a hero, but as a mass murderer in a suit. Churchill diverted ships loaded with grain away from starving Indians. He stockpiled food in Europe and Australia, while mothers in Bengal watched their children die in the streets. And when desperate Indian officials begged for help, he laughed. He called Indians a beastly people with a beastly religion. He said the famine was their fault because they bred like rabbits. Is this the man we still honor on stamps and statues? And let's ask the question no one dares to ask in history class. If Hitler had done this, wouldn't we call it genocide? Why does Churchill get a pass? Why are the millions who died under his command erased, while he is immortalized in bronze? What kind of legacy is this, when your victory in Europe is paid for with the blood of innocent men, women, and children in Asia? Let's be honest, the Bengal famine wasn't a natural disaster. It was engineered. It was avoidable, and Churchill knew it. But the world moved on, because it was India, because the victims were brown, because empire always buries its crimes beneath its monuments. So now the only question left is this. When will we stop calling it a famine and start calling it what it truly was?